And South Africa woke up on Monday morning to the shock that Donald Trump, the new US president, who has turned his sights on the geopolitical order and his own government, has now started to attack South Africa. The crux of the matter is Donald Trump's attack on South African land restitution processes. And the target of his attack was the much vilified and controversial Expropriation Act, which was signed into law by the president recently. The act is controversial because it contains a clause that refers to compensation for land that is being expropriated by the land where nil compensation can be paid. Now that will only happen in exceptional circumstances, and as the law says, only after extensive consultation and in a situation where no compromise could be reached. But it is certainly not a land grab law.
You know, I was listening to I have ministers in my cabinet who always worry about geopolitics. With this standing threat that, because you passed an Exploration Act, therefore Trump will withhold funding to South Africa. And I said, let's not immobilize Africa. Let's withhold minerals to US. That is it. If they don't give us money, let's not give them minerals.
Responses to Donald Trump's attack on South Africa has been swift and has been vicious. South Africans obviously reject Donald Trump's interference and threats to South Africa. I think the impact of Donald Trump's attack on South Africa could have serious repercussions for our economy if he follows the playbook, which has been pretty clear over the last week, where he's started to slap tariffs on countries like Canada, who's been a very close friend to the United States, on Mexico to his southern border, and on China. He won't think twice of reacting to South African laws and reacting to South African policies. So I think the impact of any retaliation by the United States in opposition to South African internal dynamics, South African legislation, and in South African internal politics could have dire repercussions and serious repercussions. For example, the agriculture industry, the motor vehicle industry that relies very heavily on exports to the United States.